Yes, we've been waiting for this list for quite a while now. It's official now. This is the Black Stars 55-man provisional list released a couple of minutes ago by ODOI and the Ghana Football Association. These players, from them, 26 will be named in a couple of weeks' time when the tournament begins. 16 days, the World Cup. These are the players who are going to possibly represent Ghana in the final 26. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. We'll get into the list now, but it's a 55-man provisional list for the FIFA World Cup finals. Yesterday when I brought you that video, I told you about ODOI Henry Asante indicating that he had submitted the list to FIFA. Several meetings were being done. I think they've settled on it now. The list will be whittled down to 26 for the final tournament. For the goalkeepers, new ones have been added. Lawrence Atizigi, a return for him. But Jojo Walcott headlines that one, followed by Danlad Ibrahim, Abdul Manaf Nuruddin, Richard Ofori, and Lawrence Atizigi. For the defenders, we have Dennis ODOI, yes, of Club Brugge, Tariq Lamptey of Brighton and Hove Albion, Ali Duseidu also in there. Andy Adam makes a return after missing out on the Ghana national team call-ups in the last one that was versus Brazil and Nicaragua. Andy Adam makes a return. Abdul Babaraman also is in there. Gideon Mensah also in there. Patrick Bojo, yes, I think there's a new guy here. Patrick Bojo is also in there. He plays for Sheriff Tiraspol. He is in there for the Ghana national team. Ibrahim Imoro of Al Hilal, yes, Ghanaian, was with Asante Kotoko, and he moved to Al Hilal. He's also in there. Dennis Nkrumah Kosa of Accra Hearts of Oak, quite an interesting one there. Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salisu also in there, no surprises there. We have Jonathan Mensah as well in there. Abdul Momen, hopefully he gets a chance to prove himself. Daniel Amate is also in there. Joseph Edu of Celta Vigo, Stefan Ambrosius also in there, and Kasim Adams, yes, Kasim Adams making a return to the Ghana national team. Quite an interesting one there. And I'm noting here that we do not have Patrick Pfeiffer. Despite all the success he has had at club level, Patrick Pfeiffer is still not in the Ghana national team. I'm surprised by this one here, I have to say, and we hope we get an explanation. But if you are not in this 55, let me just note that there's no way you are making it to the World Cup. Why would ODOI push for Patrick Pfeiffer to switch nationality, not include him in the Ghana national team for the friendlies and then for the World Cup squad, despite his performances at club level? Well, only Otto can answer that one for me. For the midfielders, Thomas Partey headlines it's there. Baba Idrisu also in there. Edmond Ado of Sheriff Tiraspol. Mubarak Wakasu. Yes, a couple of you predicted that Wakasu would be in there. He has been getting regular playing time for his club side in CAS Upen, and he has earned a spot here in the Ghana national team. Remember when Wakasu did not even have a club, Ghana gave him a chance. He has a club playing consistently. You would not be surprised he has been included here. Elisha Owusu of Gent is also in here. Mudasiru Salifu of Sheriff Tiraspol also is in here. Mudasiru was in the Europa League recently with his club side Sheriff Tiraspol. They have been knocked out of it. He impressed a bit in the games versus Manchester United, was integral to his side. Quote-unquote success, not so successful despite being knocked out, after being knocked out. Salis Abdul Samed, I think this is Mudasiru Salifu's first Black Stars call-up. Salis Abdul Samed also in there after we confirmed that he confirmed it that ODOI had spoken to him. Andre Ayew is also in there. Majid Ashimeru confirmed he also did that. Joseph Painto also has confirmed he is also in, and clearly he is here. Mohamed Kudus, Daniel Kofi Tre, Daniel Efrie Barnier, yes, one of the locally based players in there. And Jeffrey Schlupp. A return for Jeffrey Schlupp into the Ghana national team, also in there as a midfielder. For the wingers, we have Jordan Ayew, Kamaldeen Suleiman, after his injury was confirmed by the coach. Hopefully, he does make it back in time. Mohamed Dauda, this is his very first call-up into the Ghana national team after he confirmed that he would be in the team and was not called up due to possibly an injury or two here. He has gotten his very first call-up. Ernest Nwama, also a first call-up for him. He's part of the wingers. Yao Yeboah in the MLS with Columbus Crew. Emmanuel Jesse making a return after making his debut under CK Akono versus South Africa in that unfortunate loss. Abdul Fattah Wisahaku with Sporting CP. Osman Bukhari also in here. Ransford Yeboah Konesdorfer also in here. Kamal Soa, Samuel Owusu, Christopher J. Yes, Christopher J got his first call up under Coach Kwesi Appiah when we were playing our very first African Cup of Nations 2019 qualifier, and he was part of the team. He has been called up into the team again. Joel Famir makes a return to the team in Russia. He has been scoring a lot of goals. You can say he deserves this one. Iñaki Williams headlines the strikers. Felix Afenajan, after getting his very first goal for Cremonese, was also here. Antoine Semenyo, Kwesi Rect was talking about his hopes of getting into the national team again after missing out on the latest call-up versus Brazil, Nicaragua friendlies. He is back. Caleb Ekuban and Richmond Boache Yadom. Yes, he has also made a return. Caleb Ekuban got the winner for the Ghana Black Stars in that game versus Kenya in one of African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Coach Kwesi Appiah was the coach, ending his first call-up in that game, getting his first goal on his debut. Also there for the Ghana Black Stars, scored in other friendlies versus Qatar. Ekuban is back in the national team. He plays for Empoli right now in the Italian Serie A. Richmond Boache Yadom, scored in the African Cup of Nations, has also been recalled into the team. This team will be whittled down to 26. If you are not here, you are not going to Qatar. And Patrick Pfeiffer is the unfortunate absentee for me. I felt that he had done enough to be named in Otto Addo's final squad for the World Cup in Qatar. Unfortunately, he is not in the team here, the 55-man list. So these are your 55 Warriors, of which 26 will be whittled down to and taken to Qatar 2022. Are you happy? Are you impressed? Who was missing out for you? Who called up, got a call up, and was a surprise for you? Locally based players feature here: Danlad Ibrahim, Efriye Barnier, Dennis Nkrumah Kosa, all here representing the local contingent. A new call up for Mudasiru Salifu, Patrick Bozo, and Emmanuel Nwama. They are all new faces here. We'll look at them, break it down as the weekend approaches. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the week.